well, right after I saw it, I tried to contact you because I was in love with it. And then
definitely catches your eye.
Like 2 days later, Slash put it on his Instagram. And from there, I thought she's never gonna come on now. She's
and it was funny when he said something, I'm like, oh, I saw that too.
Yeah.
So that's
cool.
You
did? That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, why don't you just
tell your Instagram so we get that not out of the way, but so everybody can start looking when they're watching the episode.
Right. So my Instagram is at polar.t.ina. So like, see what I did there? It's like Polarina.
Oh,
with my
yes.
name in it.
Yes.
Very clever.
We'll look down show description. I'll make sure I put the link in there. But you got to give me your TikTok too, because I think the majority of what you do is on TikTok, isn't it? And you just kind of share it over to.
Well, yeah, with those videos, I create them on TikTok, but I'm not really on TikTok much. I just joined TikTok in like September or something.
Okay.
August maybe last year. And that's where I posted that video first, because it's just easier on TikTok to, make videos.
Okay.
And that's where it took off from. And
Yeah.
I didn't even really know what's happening. Like, I didn't even know how to use TikTok yet. I just joined because I was bored. People were telling me I'm too old for it. I was like, nah, I'm going to do it anyways. And then that video started. I was like, I don't even know. Like, there's like stitches and duets, and I didn't even know what that was and what to do with it.
Right. I don't know how any of it works either. It's that whole world is bizarre to me. We have a TikTok account. We don't have anything posted.
No. But I would tell anyone when they do watch the episode, pause, go watch her videos, because
I'm gonna splice it in right here.
Okay.
I'll edit this thing and we'll watch it right now. So and then we'll come back. Just pretend.
Welcome, fellow Lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Dumples and the Beard.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I just want to call you Dumples.
Oh, I guess that's sweet.
Dumples. Are you fully recovered from episode 50?
Oh, fuck.
You know what was nice about
is leaving your puke bucket behind and not have to clean it up. Is that what you're going to say was a nice part about that?
It was a spit bucket. I didn't puke in it.
I still had to clean up.
It was spit.
I gotta interrupt real quick. You gonna like it or not? I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Go.
So I just got to say, is there a chance before a guest comes on? I feel bad. From
What? He's leaving.
Yeah.
Thank God. This podcast is finally mine. Woo! What should we talk about now that the guest is in the waiting room?
I'm gonna give it to you quick. Here's your Christmas gift that I fucked up giving it to you.
You fucked up giving it to me. What do you mean?
It didn't hit it had to be here by the time we recorded. It was in the mail, and then I said, well, now I'll get it framed for him.
Look at that fucking thing. That's how much he loves me. That's amazing. I'll try not to burn this in a fire.
Let's not burn in fire, please.
That's badass, motherfucker. That is bad fucking ass. I love you. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah? Thank you, tear up for one. I had the poster coming, and I'm like, usually I just give you the poster.
Is it gonna be awkward if we just leave this sit here for this entire episode and cover up our own logo?
And then to compensate, I said I'm gonna get it framed, and I hope you like the framing.
I love the frame. It's perfect. You know how to frame better than I do because you're so fucking gay. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, that is gonna look weird in the background.
I know.
Well, I had to do it on air.
What are you gonna do?
I didn't want to do it to fit. Oh,
hello.
Hey.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Happy Saturday night to you. We've got
Thanks.
them. We've got them.
What is this?
I see that. Great. I love it.
So what is this thing? We haven't.
Oh, okay.
So what is this thing called again? Because it had like a weird letter in it, some German thing in it.
Yeah, that's actually, that letter is called Schaf S.
Okay.
It only exists in German.
Okay.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And what is the name?
It's called Guasmas.
Guasmas?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Guasmas.
Well, it's noon
So
here.
basically it translates to well, 1 liter of goat.
All right. There's nothing goat in here.
Did I not get the goat?
You forgot the goat?
I forgot the goat.
Oh, did I not tell you about that? Did you not
Oh,
get a goat?
We're-
Oh no, I'm sorry.
A little goat sacrifice over the top? Is that?
I mean, I thought that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
well, cheers and thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Do you have one yourself or no?
I don't have the exact same thing because I can't have cherry.
Okay.
Oh.
You should have cherry in it, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
a little
Do you?
cherry liqueur.
Okay. So I have the same thing, but without the cherry.
Okay.
So,
Cheers.
Well, cheers. Here's our first time trying.
Delicious. And this is a well, let's introduce you first before we talk about the
We just
drink.
got going. Sorry.
Yeah, we're bad at the introduction part. We just start drinking and
I get excited with the guests and just start talking and
so your name is Tina. I don't know if you give last name or not, but we're just gonna call you Tina.
right.
I don't remember the first time I saw your video.
on what? Instagram.
It must have been on Instagram that I saw you first.
Probably.
And I don't know how I came across it. I wish I could remember the whole backstory to it, but I know shortly after, well, right after I saw it, I tried to contact you because I was in love with it. And then
Definitely catches your eye.
like 2 days later, Slash put it on his Instagram. And from there, I thought she's never gonna come on now. She's
And it was funny.
No,
when
I mean-
when he said something, I'm like, oh, I saw that too.
yeah.
So that's
Oh,
cool.
you did? That's so cool.
Mhm.
So tell us, well, why don't you just
Tell your Instagram so we get that out of, I mean, not out of the way, but
There you
so
go.
everybody can start looking when they're watching the episode.
Right. So my Instagram is at polar.t.ina. So like, see what I did there? It's like Polarina, but with my
yes.
name in it.
Yes.
Very
we'll-
clever.
We'll look down, show description. I'll make sure I put the link in there. But you got to give me your TikTok too, because I think the majority of what you do is on TikTok, isn't it? And you just kind of share it over to.
Well, yeah, with those videos, I create them on TikTok, but I'm not really on TikTok much. I just joined TikTok in like September or something,
Okay.
August maybe last year. And that's where I posted that video first because it's just easier on TikTok to, make videos.
Okay.
And that's where it took off from. And
Yeah.
I didn't even really know what's happening. Like, I didn't even know how to use TikTok yet. I just joined because I was bored. People were telling me I'm too old for it. I was like, nah, I'm going to do it anyways. And then that video started. I was like, I don't even know. Like, there's like stitches and duets. And I didn't even know what that was and what to do with it.
Right. I don't know how any of it works either. It's that whole world is bizarre to me. We have a TikTok account. We don't have
Yeah, we don't
anything
use it.
posted.
No.
But
But I would tell anyone when they do watch the episode, pause, go watch your videos because
I'm gonna splice it in right here. I'll
okay.
edit this thing and we'll watch it right now.
So neat.
And then we'll come back. Just pretend.
So I love the fact that people were saying, oh, you're too old for that. And you said, screw you anyways. I mean, I love the fact that you're going to do what you want and do it. And it seems like that's what you're doing with your pole dancing.
Yeah. I mean, it looked fun, TikTok, right? So I was like, oh, I want in. I'm doing it. So, and then at first, same with the poll, right? I at first or with the poll on TikTok, because I was like, okay, so how does this work? I got to do those dances. And then I didn't know how to like where to find those dance challenges and how to like, how do people find them and what hashtags to use and stuff. So I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I'm just posting whatever I want.
Sometimes that's the best.
Right? Yeah. Be original.
Were you, did you learn pole dancing to get on TikTok, or how long have you been involved with pole dancing?
Oh no, well, I actually started back in 2013,
Oh, wow.
but I was only doing it then for like a year, less than a year, I think, because the pole studio I was going to back then, I was living in Virginia Beach then. And
Okay.
they all of a sudden had to close. So like from one day to another, I got an email. I had classes booked and everything. And they sent me an email and it said something like, so we have to cancel all our classes tomorrow and all the other ones too, because we're closing. Okay,
Oh.
bye. You're not getting the money back. Sorry.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, and that's how that ended.
Okay.
And then after that, I moved and things happened, life and stuff. So it took me a few years to get back into it. And then I started back about 4 years ago now. But
Okay.
because of the long break, I had to start from the beginning, basically.
Sure.
So
you're
you
currently
can say
living
I've been doing it for 4 years.
okay. And currently living in Germany.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. So where were you born and raised?
In Germany, in
Oh, you were?
Bavaria, actually. Yes. And
Okay.
then I got married to an American. So, and then we moved
Oh,
back
I'm
and
sorry.
forth a couple of times. I know, it's fine now. I'm getting a divorce now, so we're good.
Yeah. American
Fixing
men,
it.
American men are just horrible. Except for us. We're
Except for
great.
us, right?
Yeah.
For the exception.
So you moved here for the marriage? Is that what, or were you already here?
No, I moved there for him. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
Hence why you got
But we
went
ended up
back so
moving back
quickly.
and forth. What's that? I'm sorry.
No, I
I'm
was
just
going to say
talking.
that's why. No, we want you to talk, not us.
Yeah. So shut up.
Okay. So you got into pole dance. What drove you to get into it in the beginning, even 2013, and then back?
Right. So I don't even know. I think I've always been into like acrobatics and gymnastics and stuff like that. I haven't been doing it much in my life. I did gymnastics at school a little bit, but it was just like one class per week,
Wow.
like 2 hours per week or something. And then when I was in Virginia Beach, I had just moved there. I didn't have any friends or anything. So I didn't know anyone. And they had that Groupon for 10 pole classes at that studio. So I was like, I told my soon to be ex-husband, I was like, so look, they have that Groupon. My birthday is coming up. That would be a great gift, right? And he's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And so I'm like, okay, cool. And it was still a few weeks from my birthday.
Yeah.
And the entire time I was looking up what I have to wear and I was figuring out my outfit and stuff. I got so excited. And then my birthday comes around. What I got was a trip to the aquarium and then tickets for a comedian. And I was like, well, where's my pool Groupon? What is that? I
Well,
thought I was getting pool classes.
That's an instant red flag. You told your husband you wanted to learn to pole dance and he sent you to the aquarium?
Oh, that's just giving
I
American
know.
men a bad name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I bought the Groupon myself after that. And
You
I
want
still
something
went.
done? Do it yourself.
Right.
I hope the comedian was good anyway. I mean,
Honestly, so
don't tell us the name. We might be trying to book him.
I don't even remember the name. Like,
Unimpressive. Okay. Okay.
I hope it wasn't Potter. Anyway. So where did the idea for the video, the horror kind of aspect to the video come from?
Wow. So neat.
So it's really during Halloween, a lot of pole dancers actually do that, where they post Halloween themed videos or
Okay.
photos or something. And I think I had been doing it for a couple of years, 2 years or so.
Okay.
And so this year I don't know, I just took more time to do it. It turned out better, I guess.
Turned out incredible. Some of those look, when you're watching you, I'm like, how does she do this? I don't know how you do that.
Thank you.
Is there inspiration? Because it reminded me of the movie The Ring when I first saw it. That was the first thing I thought of. Is there inspiration from that or?
Well, yeah, definitely. So I don't watch many scary movies because I get way too scared. Like people,
Oh.
all these people think I'm really into that. And then they like make comments and they tell me what other movie it reminds them of. And I have no idea what those movies are. I'm like, okay, cool, sure, whatever.
That's awesome.
So it's really just The Ring is one of the few movies I've seen, scary movies, but that like scarred me for life, I think. I'm still
Well, I love scary movies, and that movie was freaky. That was a hard one for me to watch, and I love the
Right?
genre. So
I know, I still remember. So when it came out, they had that preview on TV
yeah,
in Germany. And right in the afternoon, it was during commercials. All of a sudden, that preview comes on and it just shows her crawling out of the TV. And I was, I don't know, 13 back then or something, like pretty young still. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, why are they showing it in the middle of the afternoon? That was.
didn't sleep well that night.
Yeah, no.
Right.
So that's a movie's the inspiration for the look and everything, but what drives you to the routine? And I mean, do you kind of map it out ahead of time in your mind, or?
Oh, no.
No? Okay.
People think that, like, so many people have asked me that, and really I can't even answer that. I just go and I do some things, like whatever I think might look cool or creepy, and then a lot of times it doesn't, so I just delete it.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of the fun is the bloopers. Like you've posted some
Oh.
of the blooper reels too, and it's great to see that kind of stuff.
Right? Because a lot of the stuff is really only cool after I edit it. It's very not impressive if you see how it's done.
So you do edit them all yourself and everything?
Yeah, I edit them on my phone. I mean, I have the app on my iPad too, so I could probably use that to have it a little bigger, but I really, because my phone is closer.
That's
So I'm
incredible.
just sitting there like on the couch with the little phone.
Wow. How long do you spend editing like a 2-minute video? I mean, it must take you hours.
Yeah, so that one I think took me, I mean, I didn't do it all at once.
Yeah.
All together over the course of 2 days, I think it might have been 4 or 5 hours
Wow.
to edit it.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to kind of go ask about the beginning of it and the final product. Do a little routine, watch yourself, change something up, or is it all improvised at the time?
I don't really do a routine. I just do tricks and film them, just separate tricks. And I film them and I watch it back. And then sometimes I can already see that this could look creepy with some editing. And I'm like, ooh. And then I have to do it again because maybe I end up, not facing the camera the right angle or something.
Sure.
Or sometimes I see it and I'm like, okay, well, this trick doesn't work, but on the way to this trick, I have to do another one first. And that one looks kind of creepy if I do it this or that way. So most of it is really just very spontaneous and on the go.
Do you still take any classes or anything, or are you coming up with all this on your own now?
She's teaching them.
Yeah, right. You should be teaching them.
I do still take classes. Yeah, I'm not really that. I mean, I guess, considered like intermediate or close to advanced.
Yeah.
But there's a few advanced moves I can't do yet that you have to do to be really advanced.
Wow.
But I'm not really going much at the moment because, the whole divorce thing and
Yeah,
everything.
sure. Just
So, but
I
I'm
understand
trying to work out as much as I can at home. So that works.
yeah. Go ahead.
Is everything, besides the classes, but do you come up with everything at home? Everything's
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't go anywhere and nobody helps you do it all on your own? This is awesome.
You don't believe me?
I do believe you. I do believe you.
You're like, really? You can do that? You don't look like you can do it.
No, that came off bad.
It did.
It came off really
Yeah,
bad.
it did. Fucking goddamn stuck up American men.
Yeah, bad helping the cause.
Yeah. Oh. I can tell you, I'm sure once you are officially single and back on the market, you're going to have an easy time because any date you bring home is going to be like, you have a pole in your living room? All right.
Yeah, I know. People are really into that.
That's a pretty good selling point. I mean, oh, and then, so in the interim, while you didn't, because there was a time when you were in flux or in transition moving and you didn't have the pole, you did the video of you in the bathtub, which was even creepier.
Mhm.
Because that was just like, that could have been like a trailer for a horror movie. That was fantastic. and I don't know how you can make your body bend like
Some
that.
of the stuff you
when
do,
your leg is out of the bathtub and the rest is what went into filming that one?
I mean, it was the same thing. I was like, I don't even know how I came up with that. I think I saw I don't know, it must have been a preview of something
Sure.
or movie trailer or poster. I don't know. Something that had a bathtub and it looked kind of creepy. It might have just been a picture of like probably one of those lost places pictures
Sure.
that had like a bathtub in some random old house or something. And I was probably, I remember thinking, oh, I could do something with a bathtub. I have a bathtub. That works. So then I started Googling for inspiration. I started Googling creepy bathtub pictures.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like I put in creepy girl in bathtub or something like that. And I did that though before I was already in bed at like 1:30 or something.
Oh.
Yeah, that was not, I don't recommend doing that. That was not, I looked at like 2 pictures. I did screenshot them and then I was like, okay,
I'm done.
puppy videos now.
Right? This is what I'm going to fall asleep to.
Move.
Yeah. Nice.
Through the course, have you gotten any injuries trying to do correct me if I'm wrong, not a routine or a move, or what do you call?
Yeah, I mean, there's routines, there's just moves, there's a whole dances, choreographies and stuff.
Okay.
I do have an injury, which is like kind of an ongoing thing, but I can't really tell you how it happened or what it even is because doctors don't know. They're always like, oh, I don't see anything. You're fine. Just here, go to physical therapy. And then in physical therapy, they're like massaging and doing exercises. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing these exercises all the time. When I stretch, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, so that sucks. But
yeah, so it's kind of wear and tear, but no.
And you do have the video where you slammed your head into the pole pretty good.
all right, yeah. So that was fun.
Oh,
I love that
you got kicked once too.
You got kicked?
I did, yeah, from my friend. She was wearing these heels, the big ass. They're called pleasers, by the way. Those
Oh, really?
shoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
he has a pair.
Two pair.
Nice with like glitter and stuff.
Yeah,
They're the
goldfish
best
in the heel.
ones, right? Oh, nice,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, we were doing that routine, and she was in front of me, and those shoes are pretty big, so
Right.
she kicked me in the head.
Ow.
Which hurt more, the pole in your head or the pleaser?
The pleaser.
Oh, definitely the pole. Plus, when I got hit in the head with the pleaser, I got some chocolate bars afterwards. Like she felt so bad. She kept on bringing me chocolate for weeks. So that was pretty cool.
Almost worth it then.
Yeah, right. Kick me again.
I know. I've been telling her, but she wouldn't. So.
You wear the pleasers. How do you walk in those?
I do not. I'm not wearing them right now.
Not in your everyday life.
No. I do actually, honestly. So most people, when they get new ones, because they're pretty tight in the beginning and they're uncomfortable at first. So a lot of times people wear them around the house just to break them in. But so it's actually not that hard to walk in them. I mean,
Really?
It's not it's not easy,
I was gonna
but
say.
it's not as
can't be
hard as you'd
easy.
think.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
you didn't have to. Yeah, I guess you always do something at your house till you get it down. Did you have to learn how to walk in them? That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, you don't really have to learn. You just
Okay.
you get used to it. At first, I mean, a lot of times when you do those routines, you're either rolling around on the floor and not walking anyway, so that's
Okay.
fine. Or you're holding on to the pole a lot. So I guess in the beginning, so for me personally, the way I learned it was we had this showcase with our studio a couple
Okay.
of years ago, and we were doing a burlesque chair dance routine,
Okay.
and with those shoes on. And I was on that team, and we were, you know, the routine itself, we were holding on to the chair a lot, so that was easy. But walking back and forth during practice or getting on and off stage with those shoes on, because you can't just constantly take them on and off, or put them on and take them off. So that's how I learned it, I guess, because there were steps too. We had to walk
Yeah.
down those stairs and stuff like
geez.
that. And
Did you
that,
ever?
I mean, I would not recommend that. That's a little dangerous. Don't try that at home.
I mean, yeah, I'm getting rid of mine. I feel
Yeah.
her, I feel her too, a
Yeah,
little too
yeah.
dangerous. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
hurt
so-
yourself too much.
So you have done some like the burlesque stuff, like you've done performance and stuff in front of audience, and
Really just that burlesque thing. And then there was another year where we had the showcase. So I was in just a group show, because back then we were gonna do a tango routine, me and two of my friends on the pole. And we had this whole thing planned out where it was going to be to the Roxanne, the song.
yep.
And we had this whole story planned out where it's like a triangle relationship thing and all that. But then one of my friend, the other girl in the story, basically, she got sick and she couldn't do it. So we had to cancel that. And then COVID happened. Oops, sorry. And then COVID happened.
Yeah, right.
And everything got canceled. And I was supposed to do a competition with another friend that year, and that got canceled. And so now we're like,
will you do any of that in the future? Or are you just kind of, is it just kind of an ad? Okay, all right, yeah.
I mean, I'll have to see if I have, how time wise it works.
Yeah.
With, and then also with COVID, how that's going. And right now there's a lot of online competitions.
Oh, okay.
I haven't really looked into that, but maybe that's something. I mean, I'm still interested in it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to get too, since we're talking to somebody in Germany, how is COVID over there right now? Are you guys locked down at all, or is it?
Honestly, I don't even really know the rules anymore.
It's kind of how I feel.
I'm boosted, so I'm allowed to do a lot of the things that other people can't do. Like I can go to restaurants and stuff, but I think restaurants or bars even, I think they close. I went out 2 weeks ago and they were closing at like 11:30 or something.
Okay.
So they close earlier, and I think people who are not boosted have to stay in after 9 or something like that, or just in certain areas where the incidence is too high. I don't even really know.
Wow.
Okay. It's just so bizarre, some of the rules in some places. Like, yeah. Anyway, enough of COVID. So I do.
Well,
have
it got you to practice more. Did you practice more during this time?
That's true.
I did not, because I just moved and I really only I had to order a new pole for my new place because the old one would have been too big with the stage on the bottom.
Yeah.
And so I took a while for that to get here, and then I set it up, and now I'm just done. Like maybe a month ago, I got done unpacking and everything, and now I'm trying to get back into a routine and starting back regularly.
So can you suggest a pole for somebody who might want to buy one for his lady? Is there a brand out there that
That doesn't, and yours doesn't attach to the ceiling, right? So it's just a good base. And
my old one, yes, my old one. So because if you have shitty ceilings,
yeah,
then it's not stable enough to support your pole. So my old one, or the one that's in that video, has a stage which is super heavy, and it's just a freestanding one. But there are ones like my current one, those, they don't really attach to the ceiling. You just basically, they're tension poles. So you just put them in between the ceiling and floors, and that's how they stay up.
Is there a big difference between the poles that are attached somewhat to the ceiling? Because it seems like the ones that are just have the big base, wobble a lot. And does that change the way you perform? Because it's moving more?
It does actually. Yeah. So you don't really feel that it's wobbling when you're on it. I mean, well, some people tell me they do feel it. I guess you get used to it if you practice on that. But the thing is, so if it spins, and you know the pole spins, right? It's not just me spinning.
No, I did not know that.
You did not know that.
No.
Oh, yeah. So that's
trade secrets.
Always a surprise for people.
Even the ones attached to the ceiling spin as well? That makes more sense, actually.
You can set them to either static or spinning. So it's not always spinning. I mean, there are spins where we are the ones spinning, but if you see those routines where people just spin endlessly around and around, that's the ones where the pole spins. And so with the freestanding ones, spin. They don't.
No.
You might want to change that because it's cooler.
It's a whole new world.
You're right.
It's opening up my eyes.
And so with the freestanding ones, when they wobble, the spin doesn't spin as long. It just stops eventually. Like you can do like maybe 3 rounds or something, and then it stops and you're like, oh shit, I'm not done with my, combo that I was going to do.
Start over.
So
Yeah.
And you can't keep it spinning? I mean, it just sends
You can. So it depends on what moves you do. Like if you do ones where you're closer to the pole, then it spins faster. And if you do ones where you're bigger and you spread your arms, it goes slower. So if you put them together in the right order, it can work. Or you can do like tricks where you can get some more momentum, stuff like that. But a lot of times you have most of those combos are made for the tension poles, right? If you take classes, I mean, if you come up with your own thing, obviously you can make it so that it works with your pole. But if you take classes, then those combos are for the tension poles, and they're like doing 5 or 6 moves in a row, and the pole spins and spins and spins. And then I'm at home on my on my stage, and I stop spinning after the first 2 moves. And some of those moves really don't look nice when you're not spinning.
Sure.
So it's like.
So do you practice every day? Or
No, I know. So in the beginning, when the first lockdowns happened, right, I was practicing a lot. I would take like 2 or sometimes 3 classes per day.
Yeah.
But I think I got burned out after like a few months, after 9 or 10 months. I was like, oh no, I don't want to anymore.
Yeah.
And
do you do anything else gosh, your upper strength's got to be amazing just to hold yourself up.
That's really mostly from pole, but I do pole and some aerial hoop. So that's the big hoop that dangles from the ceiling. That's in the circus.
Yeah.
And then yoga, and then we do some hand balancing at our studio. I'm not good at that. I can't even do a handstand, but I'm trying. And then we do. No, but you should try in your pleasers.
Yeah, I will. Does it count as a handstand if the shoes are touching the ceiling and holding me up?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
You're in.
I don't know how I'm going to get my feet there, but we'll figure it out. I mean, need somebody to get me up there.
Bigger pleasers.
Yeah, bigger pleasers.
Exactly. They have huge ones. You'll find some.
Yes. Okay, now I have to ask, because you're obviously a young woman and you're from Germany. Did you even know who Slash was when he posted?
Oh yeah, okay. Of course I know. Okay. I'm not that young.
Well, you look that young, so I assumed you were. Yeah. Huh. Okay. So you did know who Slash was. So, So when he posted, I mean, how quickly did you start to? I mean, I assume people started to contact you because that's the way the world is, and start sending messages. And
or what kind of increase did you have after that? It had to have been.
Oh, I think I got about 4,000 followers or something.
Jeez. If you're listening, Slash, we wouldn't mind.
If you're listening, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Right.
He posts a lot of cool stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was at first I didn't even know what was happening. I mean, I had posted that video a while back and I had gotten maybe 1,500 followers or something through it
Yeah.
when I first posted it, because of a lot of the poll pages were sharing it. And so every once in a while, some pages were sharing it. And I noticed whenever people started to follow me more, I was like, ooh, someone must have shared it. And then that's how that started too. I noticed more people following me and I was like, okay, I guess someone has shared it. And then people started messaging me and they were like, hey, Slash posted your video. And I was like, what? No. And I looked and at first I didn't even think it was his real account, right?
Right.
But I mean, it had the check mark and I looked at the rest of it and it seemed legit. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Well, you think
So-
It's very cool.
you think that was big. Wait until this podcast comes out. Your numbers will go through the roof.
No guarantees.
Yeah. Anyway.
Has
Go ahead.
has the wobbly pole ever over through your years bent on you or broken or anything? Or are they
No.
pretty? Oh, okay.
They're pretty sturdy. Yeah.
They've gotta be, but boy.
That's true. Yeah. Have you ever had a pole breaking incident at all?
I
good.
personally have not. I've seen, I mean, it's a thing though with the tension poles. You do have to check on them every once in a while to make sure they're still tight. And they do fall over. So there's tons of videos of people falling over with their poles. A lot of times it's because they have I don't want to they have bad poles or cheaper poles that are not an actual pole brand and that are not made for those
Yeah.
tricks, but just for like to put them in your bedroom and pretend like you're cool.
They deserve to get fallen.
Exactly. But even the brand ones, they do fall over if you don't tighten them. But I haven't had that happen to me. I do have a friend though, and they were doing a doubles routine at one of those showcases on the stage pole, the wobbly one. And when they were doing it, it would tilt, like it would take off from the ground on one side.
Oh man.
With the audience sitting there, right? So that was kind of creepy.
Scary. Well, knock on wood, you never have a pole incident.
Right. Right.
Yeah, let's
Let's hope
hope it
not.
stays like this.
Absolutely.
Was the witch video that came out I guess the first video that we showed earlier that you said you recorded and had put out quite a while ago, was that like last Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay, and then was the witch, was that for this Halloween, or was that something?
No, the witch was just
Okay.
a few weeks ago, because I don't know even why. I wanted to do a routine and it was because I had bought that broom back during Halloween, because I was gonna do a witch routine too, but I never got to it. I didn't have time because I was moving and stuff. I actually moved twice since October.
Oh boy.
The broom looks great.
And
It does. It's cool how obviously there's a trick there that it's just stuck to your feet, but we're not going to give that away. But it's awesome. It looks so cool. And I the way you edit them is just like, it's so good. Especially the first one, and the way that they're like these chop edits, and you have a real skill for the editing.
Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna actually earlier when you asked me what my inspiration was for that video, so the ring, and then also bigger inspiration is actually the intro to Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures. I don't know what that is.
It must be a
you
TV
don't?
show.
No.
Yeah, it's a TV. It's one of those ghost hunter TV shows. I think it used to be on Travel Channel,
Okay.
but
Yep.
now I think it's on somewhere else. I
Okay.
don't know. And they always have that intro where it's like super creepy, or those little in between videos in between their cases and stuff, where they have like ghosts just standing in the corner and they're all choppy, or someone just sitting under a table and rocking back and forth and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I used to watch that show when I was living in Virginia Beach, and it would freak me out, like the beginning more than anything else on the show.
Right. That's the same thing. Like I
I'm gonna
love
look it up.
I love the show American Horror Story, And
Right.
like the music, the intro music always freaked me out more than the show. I'd be like, just fast forward through that. So I totally get that. Sometimes they can get you with just that stuff.
Yes. That's perfect. Are you constantly thinking, what's my next routine? What's my next theme? Are you going to do anything other than creepy?
Yeah. Because I don't know how to do more I mean, maybe a little more creepy, but I feel like eventually I'll be done doing all the creepy moves and there won't be any new combinations.
Yeah. How do
So,
you always top the last creepiness?
right? I might run out of things to do. So I'm actually doing a lot of funny things just because I want to do what I like doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I think it's funny. So I post it whenever I think it's funny. And I was really getting into the whole costume thing. Like I have a Mary Poppins costume actually that I just got.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do something with that probably tomorrow.
Perfect.
And then eventually I was gonna do a Harley Quinn thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know what yet, but I've always wanted to do that. So, and I think that fits, right? Like
It
if
does.
it's like her thing.
That's a perfect combination, and
Absolutely.
I'm excited to see that one.
Will there be a Valentine's Day? You could be Cupid floating around that thing.
Oh, I did not think of that.
That's yeah.
Well, it's too late now. I don't think I have time for that because I would still have to get a Cupid costume.
Yeah. And edit. And editing is not
Edit.
So for inspiration, where do you look other than just day-to-day stuff? Is there, or when you see something, do you write it down? No,
a lot of times I just get these ideas. Like I walk around my house and I'm like, which? And so then it's really how it goes. Or when with the Mary Poppins, it's when I saw the beginning of the other video that you showed earlier, because it starts with the thing where I'm just like kind of standing. And I was watching that and I was like, oh, that kind of looks like Mary Poppins when she flies with her
when she
umbrella,
comes in,
right?
Yeah, when she comes in.
Yeah, so I want to try that. I don't know what else to do. I want to maybe like crawl out of her huge purse or something, or crawl into it or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know yet, but
I think one thing leads to another, kind of
right.
Just as you go.
Yeah. And I mean, do you film them all at the same time, or like are you filming parts of them and then coming back and going, okay, I'm gonna do this like on a separate day or something, or do they all get filmed kind of at the same time?
No, so far I filmed them all in like one
session kind. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
It is. We need to further look at them all, and I'm excited for the new routines coming out. That sounds exciting. My question is on being in the arts is the way I describe that. What you're doing is in the arts. Do you have any other passions? Hobbies?
I mean, in theory, yes. In reality, there's not much time besides pool, to be honest. So I have a piano there.
Oh.
So I used to play piano, not really anymore. I mean, every once in a while I sit down and I try to play something and then I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I have to practice more. And then that's it for the next few months. But really, yeah. So I'm pretty musical with the piano and I like to sing and all that stuff. But other than that, there's not that much time besides pole. No.
Yeah.
Maybe you can incorporate the pole with the piano somehow.
That would be difficult.
Well,
what are you gonna
tension from the piano? I don't
play with your feet as your. I don't know.
I think the
play it upside down. I could hang down like upside down and play it.
There you go.
See?
Now you got it.
Ideas.
See, this is how I get the ideas. I just like
just brainstorming.
She's the creative one.
Throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, right?
But even the visual image of a piano is pretty neat.
Yeah.
So that's my thought process, or even I don't know, dance around it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So do you have the big hoop at where you are now? Do you have one of those? Because obviously you were using that as well, or do you just have the pole now?
Right. I have the hoop. It's just in the basement right now.
Sure.
I'm planning on putting a hook next to my pole, and then I'll have to take down the pole to put up the hoop
Yeah.
in the future. But I also have a A-frame, which I think, it must have been in the other video. It's like kind of like the thing that you have that you hang a swing on.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's just the frame and you put the
Oh
hoop
yeah.
on
Yeah.
it. But that wouldn't fit in here. But it's cool because I can take it outside and just put it on some, random meadow or something.
There you go. There you go. Nice.
Just watching your videos and talking to you about being in the air, my fear that I would fall. But I'm a wimp. I wouldn't be able to hold on as long as you.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of strength involved to that.
Yes.
Man, that's not for
There is.
like somebody who's never done it before is not going to go and grab one of those things and be doing fancy shit like you are. I mean, it's obviously a lot of work.
Probably. It depends. I mean, if you're a gymnast, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
But I don't know because I'm not, and I've.
Has there been a routine or move that you wanted so bad, but it just aren't able to do, and you keep going back to it, but just can't get it quite right?
There's a few moves that I'm working on. One move I blame COVID that I can't do it yet, just because. So because of COVID, when I go to the studio, they're not really able to spot the students, the teachers, right? So instructors are just standing there and they're like, so do this, do that, be careful, don't please fall, use a crash mat. And so that move, it's one where you're upside down. I'm trying to describe it.
Okay.
I don't know if people will understand what I'm
I'll picture it.
You're upside down, you're holding on to the pole, and then your legs are not holding on to the pole. So your legs are in the air and you're doing like a V.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like a 90-degree angle between your legs and your upper body.
Oh geez.
Yeah, so the thing is with that, I'm working on that right now. And there's days where I can do it kind of a little, and some days I can't. And it always depends on like my mood and the grip and all that.
I would imagine.
And the thing is, I've never felt what it has to feel like when you're in the move, Yeah. Like a lot of times you have to do it and you have to have someone hold, or at least me. If I do it and someone's holding me and I can feel where everything goes and how it feels to balance it that way, it makes it easier because next time I remember what it's like. You know? Because also when you're upside down, it's so hard to know where all your limbs are. Like someone will be like, stretch, or I don't know, point the toes on your left foot. And you're like, where? I don't know. Where do I even have feet? What?
I don't know left from right. Right now I'm upside down.
Yeah, and you can't. It's so complicated. Seriously.
The one that always freaks me out when I'm watching is the one where you're kind of up on the pole and you're looking at the floor and you just kind of let yourself slide down the pole like you're going to hit the floor and then you catch yourself. So have you ever not caught yourself?
I have. I've always caught myself. One time I got very close to the floor.
How do you
I didn't
gauge
hit
that?
it, but I was like, ooh, that was a little, because I have fun doing it. It's fun, right? At first you start out slow and you're like really careful and you just go like this much maybe. And eventually you're like, oh, I got it. You want to go as far and as fast as you can. And sometimes you're like a little too courageous.
I mean, I guess the good news is most likely your knees would probably hit first, right? Or would your face hit first? I don't even.
My face.
Okay,
or which one? Am I upside down or?
No, I see the ones. I think it was in like the witch one where you're actually like facing the floor and you let yourself kind of slide down.
Okay. So that one, yeah. So that one is actually, no, that one I didn't come that close to the floor yet. And that one would be the knees. But there's another one where you're just hanging, you're upside down with your
Yeah.
face first, and just your legs are holding onto the pole, and then you go. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, I don't get that. Do you have padding around around the bottom of it while you're at home?
Yeah.
And I mean, if I started a class tomorrow, I would hope they'd have paddings for me all over.
Yeah.
Or,
3 feet. Thick.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I do. It's not always there, but I have really thick crash mat, and I do use it. So
Yeah, I was gonna say when you shoot the actual videos for TikTok, you obviously remove them. So
Right.
So you could if you ever have a accident there, that's when it's gonna be that's when it's gonna be bad.
if I survive, I'll make sure to post it.
Well, to everybody, the blooper reels are amazing. They're super fun.
They are.
And I mean,
like everything. Anything you watch, obviously the outtakes and the bloopers are always,
but it also shows the time you have to put into it.
Yes.
And how, I mean, it's nothing easy. I can't imagine that's easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just like doing it. I had been doing it for a while before I even posted the original one, let's say, the Halloween one.
Right.
So I just really enjoy doing it. I don't know if it's hard or not. I don't care even. I don't care how long it takes. I just have this idea and I want to do it. And I'm like,
I think
it'll be done whenever it's done.
I think it's pretty safe to say that it's hard to do.
Fuck.
I think it's pretty safe to say that you're pretty talented to be able to pull off the stuff that you're pulling off, and not like I said, not only on the pole, but the way you're putting the videos together, and it's all amazing. I'm glad I ran into it. Again, I wish I could remember back to the first time I saw it, but I don't even know. But I'm glad I ran into it because it's fun to watch.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad people like it.
I think they do. So you're on TikTok and Instagram. Anything else? Are you on any other platforms?
Not really.
YouTube
no.
or anything? No? Okay. Kind of looked around and
You could start to do YouTube videos and train people on how to do it maybe at some point.
I could. I just think there's so many other pole dancers out there that are a lot better than me and a lot more qualified to teach people. So
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
This is I could say the same thing. There's a lot of other podcasts out there that are probably better than us, but we're on YouTube. we don't care.
we don't care.
Nah, we have fun. That's all that matters, right? As long as we're having some fun.
We look around, we see fun people we find interesting and exciting to talk to, and that's the bottom line. Yeah,
that's what I said. I remember the first time I saw it, I instantly messaged him and was like, "We've got to talk to this woman. This is just so cool. We have got to talk to her. I'm gonna message. I'm gonna reach out and see what happens." So we really appreciate you coming on. And well, I guess we already talked about what's next. So why don't you just go ahead and promote everything and one more time, and then we'll.
Let us know. Yeah, let everybody where they can watch you.
Yeah.
Do you have a handle on? Again, I'm not a TikTok expert, but
TikTok.
So it's the same one for TikTok and Instagram. It's just at polar.t.ina.
Ina. Yep. Perfect. Perfect.
And we were introduced to a heck of a beer.
Look at you. What are you doing, Sally?
Well, oh.
I think I could make it in Germany if this is what you're drinking every day.
I think my mug's a little bigger than
you
yours.
You should let people know what's in it, though.
We will.
Because now.
Yeah, we will.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you tell us what's in it?
You tell us. It's your drink.
I don't remember the exact measurements, though.
Oh.
It was dark beer, cherry liquor, and then what was the other thing?
Some cognac.
Cognac, right. And that's it, right?
And then some soda.
Oh, forgot about that.
Don't forget about the soda. You'll be really
It would be a little
up.
strong otherwise.
Wait, did you forget the soda?
In yours?
I would advise you not. I would advise you not to be using the pole if you forgot the soda.
Have you
or
ever?
The pleasers.
Oh yeah,
right.
That too.
Have you ever done pole drunk?
I have not, no, because I really don't drink that much, so there's not really ever an opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't
Probably
seem like a good idea.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, no. Yeah, don't go back and Absolutely.
So yeah, we have a dark Belgian beer, then half and half Coke and dark Belgian beer, and then a splash of the cognac and a splash of the cherry liqueur.
And it is fantastic. I'm so glad I asked you because it is really good. And I'm glad that I got to try something different because we would have never tried this otherwise.
No.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad you like it. It's not technically a cocktail, but it works.
It's good.
It definitely works. We appreciate it. And thanks for, we, again, Americans, somehow the boot came into the whole Steins. What the heck?
Americans ruin everything.
We do. So there's
I
definitely
don't know what that.
the boot is. No boots in Germany anywhere.
Not really. I mean, in some touristy places, they have them for the Americans.
Yeah, for the Americans.
Let's appease them.
But this is one of the normal ones that we use at home.
Perfect. So can we get you to say you speak German, I assume?
Yes.
Can we get you to say cocktails with dimples in the beard in German?
Oh, that's not very different.
It's not?
No.
Oh.
Well, okay, unless you want me to translate dimples in the beard too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The whole
Okay.
yeah.
Then it's cocktails mit Grübchen und dem Bart.
Grübchen mit dem. Oh.
Nice.
All right.
I like mine better.
And I'm going to say Guten Tag. Is that good day?
Yes.
Guten Tag. I would say good evening, but I don't remember. I took like a semester of German in high school 30 years ago or whatever, but I don't really remember. I remember Guten Morgen and Guten Tag. That's all I got for you. So if we'd have done this in the morning, I'd have been good, but.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
No, if we had done it in your morning, we'd have been up in the middle of the night. So no, we really appreciate you coming on. We can't
Big
say
time.
thank you enough.
from Germany.
Well, thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Well, if you ever want to come back on and promote some of your stuff, you just let me know. Send me a message.
Absolutely.
We'd be glad to have you on again. So.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. This was
Sounds
fun.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad
Cool.
you enjoyed it. I had a blast. Like I said, that's what we're all about. Just
Cool.
having some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah,
Have
bye.
a good, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.